Dire team back.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the AEF Season 2. This is Division 2. We've got G4 playing against Team Potential. Another matchup, and this one will be interesting. The AEF just got the in-game ticket approved, so hopefully it all works out quite nicely. It looks like the names are showing correctly. And we'll see how it goes. We've got Team Potential playing Dire and G4 playing Radiant. G4 actually picked Radiant after the coin toss, and Team Potential picked first pick, and they go with a Crystal Maiden as a first pick. Solid. Very solid. Crystal Maiden, so good in this meta at the moment. She's just reliable. You know. Earthshaker, again, another very reliable pick. I was watching some Mars Dota League today, and yeah, Earthshaker was owning. Absolutely owning. We see, like, initiation with a fissure. Now, remember, Blink Dagger's like 1200 range, fissure is 1400. So you can initiate from further away than a Blink Dagger. And that's been interesting. So Disruptor, okay, interesting. Team Fight, Control, Glimpse, great ability. And we've got Puck. Bit of an open pick, actually. Can go mid lane, can go off lane. Offers good team fight, good damage, and she also scales very well into the late game with the new 25 talent, 420 GPM. Potentially be no-scoping some people with a Dagon. It's good fun. Drow ban makes sense. You don't really want to play against Puck Drow because Puck is a handful to deal with in the mid lane. And with Drow Aura, it's just best of luck. You know, it becomes very, very hard. It goes from being a rough matchup for most heroes to being a lost matchup. It's very hard. Clockwork ban, which is fair enough. Clockwork, Bristleback, two heroes that you don't really want to deal with. Just hard. Interesting though, Earth Spirit ban. I wonder about this one. I wonder why. As a Puck, you know, you're not really... It takes a lot to kill a Puck in the mid lane, you know, you're talking 2 or 3 heroes. Not just a level 2 Earth Spirit with roll and kick. Juggernaut, okay, nice solid carry. So I wonder why they've taken out the Earth Spirit. Maybe they're looking at grabbing someone who's a little bit more vulnerable in lane. Or potentially... who knows? I'll just stop that thought there, move right along. Juggernaut. What a hero, though. He's always just kind of the guy to go to. And I wonder, with Juggernaut, Earthshaker, I wonder if they go for the Coddle? Maybe. Coddle's pretty good here. They could also go for the Magnus. Go for that Wombo combo, beautiful RP into Omni Slash. Always good. Just a bit of a classic. Ooh, okay. Bounty Hunter. Bit of lane disruption. More gold for the team. Crystal Maiden can always use a little bit more gold. She needs to build a few int items to actually be able to cast spells because she's like the dumbest int hero in the game.
10 seconds remaining.
Wonder what else. What else could be good here? The Bounty Hunter also constrains what they're going to do here with the 4 position. I would assume that the Disruptor is going to play 5 and the Earthshaker is going to play 3. The rise of the Roamer in the 4 position is where the meta's at. However, it can still be a jungler. There's the Roamer. Nightstalker, very strong at the moment. It's a shame Techies isn't in Captain's mode yet. Because Techies is good against melee heroes. Not so good against Juggernaut with the spin, but I think there's an argument to be had for Techies. Level 25, that 250 damage free rapier. They're like Bloodthorn, Mask of Madness, right click Techies. New meta. You heard it here first. Anyway, I'm going to kick back and I'm going to enjoy this game. Looking forward to some Dota. This game should probably go to G4, I would say. There's quite a large MMR difference. Sorry, I just threw up a little bit in my mouth. Viper. So this... Okay. Viper mid lane, Puck off lane, I would say is what's going to happen. Because Viper safe lane, nah, doesn't sound good. And, well, Viper's he's not an offlaner hero either, but Viper Strike, nice control through
5
spin,
seconds remaining.
and the puck can obviously itemize towards magic immunity piercing control with an Aghanims. We'll upgrade her Dream Coil to break the, not break, but stun through spin, potentially breaking any TPs, any
10 seconds
spin
remaining.
TP shenanigans from the Juggernaut.
Dire team pick.
We have Storm Spirit being banned out, which is fair enough. There's not a lot of control here, you know, apart from the Crystal Maiden Root and the Puck Dream Coil. It's a lot of soft pseudo control,
10 seconds
if that makes
remaining.
sense. You know, it's the Viper slows, it's the Janada,
5
it's the
seconds
track, which isn't a slow, but it's a movement speed boost. So it kind of works out the same, you know, a difference in move speed is kind of what they've got. Also, the Crystal Maiden Crystal Nova, great slow, actually. 50%. Yeah, I knew it was strong, but yeah, damn. Which, of course, can be upgraded at level 25 to like a 500 damage nuke. Pretty good, really. 9-second cooldown. Only problem is you can only cast it twice before you're out of mana. Poor Crystal Maiden. Ice Frog, why you do this? Lone Druid. Okay, safe lane Lone Druid, mid Viper, off lane Puck. Interesting. Fairly survivable cause, all three of them actually. Just from different things. You know, Lone Druid builds a lot of HP. The Bear is naturally tanky. He doesn't build HP, he just gets HP from his True Form ability.
5 seconds
Viper is... oh my god. Magisto Meepo. Is it a good Meepo game? Maybe. It'll remain to be seen anyway. I feel like TA probably was terrible here. Queen of Pain isn't that great either because she doesn't really like to go up against the Viper. Then again, no one does. I think Crystal Maiden might actually be the best hero at dealing with the Meeps as the game goes on. You know, Aghanim Scepter, that root, the root under her freezing field is very, very good against the Meepo because obviously there's more than one to root. You can root them all. It's like Pokemon, but different. So, I think this game will go to G4. I feel like their draft is... it's okay. I'm not sure about the Meepo pick. You know, I almost would have felt... Jesus, there's nothing really better, I don't think, that they could have sent in the mid lane because everything loses to Viper. That's just the hero, right? And then Viper falls off at 12 minutes. It's... yeah, I don't know. I think the MMR difference is going to be telling in this game. I feel like the difference in ability may turn up. But then again, I said that not too long ago about G4, and who were they playing that day? I'm not sure. They were playing someone that day, and yeah, they nearly got beat. Sucks to be them.
For battle.
So Rain's going to take the Shaker to the offlane. We've got Cox, Dust, straight off the bat. I love to see that. Because Bounty's a little bit harder to kill than Ricky, I would say. Simply because his invis isn't permanent. So that slow, that dust slow can wear off if you're not invis. The Juggernaut's going to take a ton of tangos to the bottom lane. And I've been told that it's not Ningi, it's Ningji. Ninji. Yeah, not Ningi. Ninji. So this early... this early ward has spotted out the quick TP and ward your lane. Pays off. And Dom on the Viper calls GG in Russian. I think that's what that is. It makes sense to me. Anyway, Dom's going to take the Viper in the mid lane. This is the mid lane build. Roshan Stacker is going to go off lane with the puck. Going max stats build. 4 GG branches and a circlet. 8 tangos. He's going to look to hang around. Crazy Blood's going to be the Druid player. Jaco is going to be on the Crystal Maiden. And that kind of sums up the how the early game is going to look. It's going to be interesting to see how Magisto goes against a Viper, considering that nobody really goes against a Viper. And here comes the roam. And I'm surprised that Magisto doesn't have a ward here in the mid lane, because he is vulnerable to his roam. And Sir Floppy is just going to... I can't even. Moving right along, Jaco is probably just going to look to stack and pull here. You know, try and deny the Earthshaker. They don't really have a lot of kill potential because the Fissure is just so good defensively that you can stun and walk away. And by the time he gets level 2 and enchant Totem, it becomes even harder to kill him. So they'd need some help if they were going to pull that off there. Yingi is he's having a good time. Poor man's shield. He'll get his. A Puck is an interesting offlane hero, shall we say. Benny Ryan's going to protect the pool very nicely. You know, just rob Roshan Stacker of that lovely experience that you really want in the early game when you're an offlane hero. Magisto, meanwhile, he's getting roamed on. And, well, he's going to drop low. I don't think he's going to die. Yeah, Floppy, you can't get that, champ. He's got boots. And he probably went boots for that exact reason, so that he can run away from potentially a Janata prop. But once Dom gets a few points in the poison attack, I don't see him being able to lane there anymore. Meanwhile, G4 Cox is moving around. He's not going to get much done there, and the bear is starting to harass. This is the good thing about Lone Druid in lane. He is a very, very strong laner. Because you've got to deal with the bear. If you don't deal with the bear murders you. You try and get past the bear murders you. And killing the bear doesn't really get you anything anyway. Like, it's 300 gold, which is awesome, but if you kill the bear, you're not killing Lone Druid, and he's still going to keep farming. And really, in the early game, it's all about that Midas timing for the bear. Getting that, 10 minutes is probably too late. I would say 8 minutes is better. And if he gets that good timing, well then it doesn't really matter if he's been ganked or been lost a few bears in lane. It's just kind of, yeah, whatever. And this is where the Bounty Hunter pick is actually going to seem quite strong, because it's going to constrain Magisto's farm. You know, the Meepo wants to rotate through the jungle and get some of those jungle camps. But the Bounty Hunter isn't going to make... he's not going to let him do that easily. Okay, here's the second Meepo. I was wondering. He's level 4, and he hasn't level divided withstand. Hello? Is this like a single Meepo? But it wasn't. It's just a level 4 Meepo. Things are happening. And it looks like there's a bit of a rotation here into the middle lane. We've got Glimpse online. Very short cast range, though. This Viper is a very, very tough kill. Ring of Aquila already online. Corrosive skin level 1. Plus a salve and fairy fire. Killing this guy's hard. And look at this. Oh, this is such a greedy build. I love it. As a core player, I love it. Max Nether Toxin. What is this build? This gives you nothing except last hitting ability. Meanwhile, bit of a scrimmage. Top lane, Cox, first night, no boots. Level 2. Yeah, fair enough, whatever. Things are happening. And the Juggernaut's just getting his against Roshan Stacker, who is just kind of hanging around. The Juggernaut really can't do anything against a Park. There's no way you kill him, not unless he misplays things seriously. But the Crystal Maiden Aura is going to help the Puck farm. Going to let him spam the Illusory Orb a little bit more than he would have. And they've got a Sentry mid now, yep. So this is good play. They've timed it out. They know that, alright, it's at a point now where Sir Floppy has 2 levels. So he's got a level in Janata, and you know they're probably guessing that Poison Attack is at least level 2. The fact that it's not is probably come as a surprise. However, you know, whatever. And yeah, it's just they know that this lane is now dangerous for the Meeps. So the Meepo is going to go and jungle by the looks of it, which is cool. He's got dust as well. Oh, I love this play. I love seeing core players buy their own dust, because what this means is dust. It means that if the bounty hunter tries to kill the Meepo will turn around and murder his face. Meanwhile, bottom lane, up the nice crits there, 2 crits. Excellent, love your work. Ooh, that hit on the bear, love it. And we have phase boots being built first of all, by the looks of it. And I missed first blood, of course I did.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That probably shouldn't have happened, actually. Well, actually, with Omni Slash, fair enough. I wonder, he must have... They must have baited out the phase shift and then got him. Anyway.
Radiant structures are fortified.
That's what you get with...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
with me. Anyway, Max Nether Toxin. It's happening. And he's going mech. Oh, God. Mech in 2017. What's happening? Oh, dear. Yeah, that's better. Oh, actually, hold on. That's the Meepo. I did. Oh, my God. He's in trouble. No mana. He's dead. They get him. Oh, Roshan Stack is going to go for more. He doesn't quite have 6. If he had 6 there, I reckon they murder him as well. But was missing 1 creep. And I missed a kill top as well. I'm not very good at this observing thing. Anyway. Shrine. Triggered. Like, I just wonder about this mech. Like, why mech? You know, Viper has scaling issues. Why would you make your scaling issues worse? Anyway. Never mind. Roshan Stack is just getting run at by Ningi. Meanwhile, Rain, he's got his level 6, he's got his soul ring up, he's going to work towards a blink dagger next by the looks of it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Smoke. 4-man smoke. They're going to go with the Puck Dream Call and see what they can pick up. They're going to go looking for the Meepo by the looks of it. The Meepo is farming pretty well, considering that, well, Viper is cancer. It's, yeah. He's done really well, to be honest. And right now, the smoke is just waiting for him. They've found him. However, Fox is in the neighborhood. Oh, Magister, you are dead, friend. I caught that one. Yeah. My observing is improving as we go along. Fortuitous Invis rune for Cox. And no level 6 in the bounty, so no track. And no detection on the Crystal Maiden. Which, you know, Jaco can't be entirely blamed for, considering there's no Invis heroes in the enemy team, and it is only 9 minutes. So too early for like a Shadow Blade or anything like that. Like, in terms of item build though, I feel like Dragonlance is probably the better one. Ags, also very good. Maelstrom. Oh, meanwhile, bit of a dive here. They're having a look. Ningi has got his Omni Slash back up. Oh, he just Omni Slashes out of it. Get wrecked, son. Oh, and Sir Floppy, he's fast! How did he get away there?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
That's just a fast bounty hunter, damn. Healing Wood, good ability. The bear's gonna kill someone top. I missed it, sorry. I need to pick up the pace of this, I think. I'm spending too long hovering over what's happened. Yeah, 3 points in healing ward. That's a strong heal. And that's going to help them push. I don't think they'll be able to take the tower at all. Crazy Blood is now working on the Hand of Midas. He's opted to delay the Hand of Midas for the phase boots. You know, he probably would have been close to having it, but that early item probably secures him those 2 kills that he got. You know, I doubt that he would have got them otherwise. Meanwhile, a bit of a rotation. Oh yeah, they're looking for it. He's got no mana for TP. They should just dive this. He does have stick charges, so maybe. Anyway, it looks like they're just going to push. Meanwhile, Mechanism Viper. Benny Ryan's having all the trouble he can against that Viper illusion. They do have a couple of heroes in the area. Ninji is going to pop the healing ward. Roshan Stacker is going to take it out. Then it looks like the Dire are in a bit of a tough spot. Here comes the Meepo. They've got him. They're very low. 1 dies, 2 dies. Here comes the Meeps. Can the Meeps bring the Deeps? Doesn't look like it. And the Dire is still doing it. The Viper gets out. He's got like 3 HP. What a player. Meanwhile, top lane again. Oh no, hold on. It went the other way this time. Echo Slam and the Dead Bear. Rip you, sir. The Meepo, though, lives through it. And we're seeing the 1 Dragon Lance into Blink Dagger. I casted Magisto Meepo, I want to say last week. But, and this is what he did. He went Dragon Lance, just 1. He didn't go Abed style or Weeha style, you know, 3 Dragon Lances into Blink or anything like that. He went one Dragon Lance into Blink Dagger and then started murdering kids. Ooh, Track is now online. Oh, and that's going to be so obnoxious with the bear. How do you run away from that? He's got 473 movement speed with Rabbit. Oh, that's so good. I never thought about how the bear and the Track would synergize. Anyway, they take the bottom tower. This is probably what they're aiming to do with the mechanism on the Viper. It just feels so bad. Anyway. Like, you should have bought a Maelstrom or something. With a Meepo. But now that Track is up, they can spend a bit of time. Oh, Cox, you're in the wrong neighborhood. Track him. Good. Good. Floppy. Nice stuff. There's a glimpse on someone. Didn't see it. But that Track gold, what was that? 150 gold for him? Bonus? Meanwhile, top, that's a root. Crazy Blood, having a great time. Oh, he's got fear. You can't just TP, dude. It's not going to work, champ. 1 more. 1 more. He's got him. What a play. And that's almost his Hand of Midas. Send the bear back. Roar them. Roar them all. 4-man roar. He's missed them all. I've jinxed him. I can't believe it. But Cox is in a bad spot. The Dream Call comes in. The Disruptor is going low. There's Tracks out on everyone. They know where they all are. Roshan Stacker in trouble. The Jaco ult from the trees. Very nice, doing damage. There's the bear. And the Mechanism Viper gets a triple. Right. Maybe Mech here was good. Because it probably kept them all alive. And wow, this early game is going to team potential. They are showing it, to say the least. And the Midas is coming out on the courier for the Long Druid. So that's good stuff. And yeah, that's going to help him scale. Meanwhile, Ningi is Ninji. I can't keep this game. This guy's no point. He's got his Yash finished. It looks like he's going to go into the Manta build, which is you know, nice on Juggernaut. Helps you get out of silences. You know, you don't want to be silenced. Rain could be in trouble. He gets Viper struck. And, oh, Dom, you're in deep, son. You need to, I don't know, pray, maybe. That's a lot of heroes. Don't help him, Jaco! Run, son! Oh, TP! Can he get it? Oh, what a play! That one tree! If you can't see me, I can't see you. Or something to that effect. Anyway, Roshan Stagger's going for the Yules first, before Blink. Interesting choice. I don't know what I think about that. Is there a major silence? Yeah, actually there is a major silence. This bullshit. 8 seconds at night this silence lasts for. And it's on a 12-second cooldown. It's crazy. The bear has his Midas. Has a no. Dude, come on. Alright, they lost. That's sniper build. It's going to be Dragonlance Maelstrom. Like, Ice Frog deliberately changed his talents to make sure that the bear was better. No, I don't care about the kills. I'm talking about this bullshit. And he's falling into the trap and thinking that Sniper Bear can do it. Oh. And the roar is completely off the mark as well. Didn't hit anyone. Sorry. Even if he had the health there, I don't think he makes it out. The Viper gets glimpsed out. And here's the Meeps with the deeps. Blink Dagger now up and running. And this is where the game swings the other way. I don't know why you think that Sniper Lone Druid is going to work here, because it's just not. Like, you have a Blink Dagger Meepo who's going to close the distance very quickly. He's going to stay on top of you. You've got so much gap close from a Fisher alone, let alone Fisher and Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker. And then you've got Glimpse. So I don't see... Oh, I missed one. Oh. Well, he exploded. And then you've got one more, which is the Night Stalker. Hunter in the Night plus Void means that it's just going to fuck with your positioning. Like, he's just going to fly over cliffs, fly over trees, and... yeah, it's going to be very hard to be standing in the right spot, because the right spot is going to become the wrong spot very, very quickly. But this game has swung violently back to G4 right now, and like, Dragonlance doesn't help you fight. Right now, he should have ditched the phase boots and just gone straight for the Radiance. I think Midas into Radiance, it's just so strong on the bear, and then use that Radiance to not only help you fight, but also to help you farm up and scale more into the late game. Bank your early game lead. However, that's not going to be the case, and we're going to have a... well, it's going to be a running sack of 300 gold as the game wears on. And effectively, the Lone Druid only has one side of the tree that he can go for. And even then, at level 20, he's got to get something with the bear. So, this is a... that's a bounty hunter in the wrong area. Wow, son. It's a little bit unfortunate that the Meepo was just there, but you got to expect that a little bit. The Meepo is going to be moving through that jungle, rinsing the jungle very quickly, and building up a lot of farm. Now, right now, this Juggernaut is he's in a pretty good spot, because his Meepo has the farm, so the Meepo can bring, or the Meeps can bring the deeps, and he can just provide healing ward and push when they get the opportunity. Right now, though, it looks like they're looking for a few more items before they make too much of a move. 4 staff next for the Earthshaker, and actually a Scythe of Vice as well for the Meepo. So this is going to be more control, and for someone like the Lone Druid, for example, if he gets jumped by the Meepo, there's not really many ways he can get out of a Hex, short of hitting a half-decent roar. Which is a little bit of a skill in itself, because that's actually a pretty small AoE. What a great ability. Meanwhile, what's Mechanism Viper going? Oh, he's going for a Manta? Yeah, maybe, I suppose. Silence, but I think that, like, Maelstrom BKB probably would have been better here. you know, deal with some of this team fight. I don't see a Manta style helping you against the massive stun lock that an Earthshaker brings. It just, yeah, it seems weird, is all I'm trying to say. But they've smoked up. They're looking for the Radiant, and it looks like the Radiant have read this. They've smoked up, and they've headed into the Roche pit. So Roche and an Aegis on the Meepo, very important part of the Meepo game. You want to get a nice early Aegis. 20 minutes is probably a little bit later than they would have wanted. However, they'll take it, and Meepo also has his 15% lifesteal, so a little bit extra sustain. The Dire, though, they're too late. Right now, if they were to take a fight, they would be very happy, and whoa, that's, yeah, that's 2 dead heroes. Oh, and they've caught a third here. There's the silence. He uses it off, and the Static Storm. Great play there by Benny Ryan. Supports, great hero support players, and we see that they turn it from a 1 to a 3. Bed gets recalled the moment before Magistu jumps it and nearly poofs it out of existence. That's the mid tower. They could probably just push high ground. They have an Aegis now. They also have Healing Ward in 20 seconds, which is probably one of the best pushing abilities in the game. Oh, Magistu, he just goes in. And there's the Echo Slam on top. That's a dead Viper. No mechanism here for you. He's going to buy back in the game. The Meeps is getting low. He will die here. The Viper is chunking away, doing what he can. He's not doing that much damage, though. The Meeps is back. He's bringing the Deeps as well. This is a great trade so far, but Ningi is getting low. Serious amounts of damage. Can they bring him down? Looks like they will be able to. Magisto re-engages, nearly gets... He does get the puck. And he's godlike at 22 minutes into the game. They hold their mid-ranks. After a Viper buyback, they did hold. Well, actually, it was a lone drill buyback as well. So, holding the mid-ranks, though, that's very important. It seems to employ... The most important thing in this meta is to hold your racks for as long as possible. So long as your racks are up, you're still in with a chance. And well, Ningji, he's going to be a little bit worried about how much damage he took there. He got shredded and he nearly died in the base. And that's a little bit concerning, but he does have the diffusal blade finish, so that'll fly out of the courier now. Magistu has a Godlight Spree and also a Scythe of Ice. So anybody he finds now, dead. Short of the Viper getting off, oh well, that's a Hex bounty. Yeah. Rip him. And JK could be next. Yeah. Oh, he's hit him. Yeah, he's dead. Ooh, he nearly hits the Roshan's stack of bark, and in fact, the fissure will see them die. And this could be high ground. I was calling high ground before. No Aegis though, but Puck's out for 36. He does have buyback. He can jump back in the game. Oh, meanwhile, top lane. No. And as I was saying, the standing in a good spot. Oh yeah, they've just called it hard game from here, and G4 will take it. The Magistu Meeps has done what he needs to do, and well, that's game 1. So well played to the G4 team. They held through a rough early game. They were down, and then they came back. So I look forward to seeing you in game 2.